quite wide into a capital T shape, palms facing up. And then when you're ready, you're going to extend into the strap. Now, there is no activation in your leg here. If your leg is shaking or anything like that, it's too deep. You should have a really beautiful stretch in the back of the neck and the right hamstring here. So the strap is placed at the back of your head as if it was a pair of goggles. Closing your eyes down. Softening the shoulders down. You want it longer? You want it what? You want it longer?
Oh, so I can go over my head.
Bend your knee. Bend your knee. Bend your knee. Okay. Take that away from the back of your head.
Okay.
And now bend the knee more. Bend. There. Okay, there we go. So place it around the back. There we go. Is it too? That's too much. Yeah. Okay. Stay present with your breath. Okay. Try bend the knee. Yeah. Now put it. And then extend the leg to your degree. Yeah. How does it feel? Okay. Release the strap. And you might want to just slightly put a bit of pressure into the foot, and then you'll feel more of a stretch in the back of the neck. Or you can allow gravity to do its thing by letting the head hang heavier, and then the leg comes a bit closer to you. It's not about drawing it closer, it's about playing and being curious with the stretch in the leg and the neck. This should feel really good on your neck and shoulders, especially after all the surfing. If your arms are not extended by your side, please extend them very nice and wide. If you're tickling your neighbor, you can always bend your elbows to create the space, because you're going to need a bit of support here. Now, on the inhale, prepare, and then exhale, let it go. Start to take your right ear towards your right shoulder, and you're going to start to gently gesture that right leg towards the right-hand side. Now, maybe you go a couple of inches, a foot, maybe more, maybe much deeper. Remember, deeper isn't better, so don't worry about what anyone else is doing. When you go into this stretch, you might feel like you want to extend the strap. But if that's the case, I would say just don't go as deep. We shouldn't have any leg wobbling. If you have that, you've gone too far. And it doesn't matter if the hips follow you a little bit to the right. Just softening into the fascia, into the scaffolding and the building blocks of the body. Breathing deeply here. Exhale. Let it go. Finding the stillness inside when you notice that narrative starts to be activated in the mind. Coming back to your breath, coming back to the spatial awareness of the body. One more deep breath in. And exhale, slowly come back to center. Activate into your head and shoulders. Bend the knee first. Take the strap from the back of the head. Drop the head and shoulders down. You can give your knee a bit of a squeeze here. And then release the strap. Extend the right leg long. Keep the strap next to you. Draw the left knee in towards the chest. And interlace your hands on your left shin. You can take that left knee slightly over to the left if you like. Feel what your body needs. Maybe you want to roll out that left ankle. Point and flex the foot, wiggle the toes. And then lift the head and shoulders up. Take the strap in both hands, flex the left foot. Place the strap on the sole of the left foot. Take the strap to the back of the head. The knee is bent. I think you just did that side, didn't you? So why don't you do that side? Because we just did the right and you did that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So spread the arms wide, palms facing up. Noticing how this side maybe feels in comparison to the other, without a judgment about it, just simply noticing. We always have a slightly stronger side, a slightly more flexible side, more dominant side. So see if you can be compassionate with yourself when you do work on the sides that maybe bring up a bit more challenge. Should feel really nice to stretch the back of that out, yeah. Just be gentle with yourself. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Just allowing yourself to sort of arrive slowly. You know, like waves of the like brushing onto the shore, in and out. Just taking your time, feeling it out, exploring, like an archaeologist digging into a site and starting to discover little artifacts. It's the same way you can be curious about your body and discovering what's going on in there. Study it, observe it, learn from it. And see if you can soften around the sensation. Start to slowly drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Taking the left leg across to the left to your degree. And really drop that right shoulder down. Notice if the right shoulder is following. So don't activate it, but just notice if you're holding the shoulder. Softening into the opening instead of resisting. And whenever we feel that sense of resistance in the body, in the mind, wherever it is, we use our breath to soften that. We intentionally shift our perspective through the awareness. Using the breath to find the space. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Slowly coming back up to center. Bend the knee first. Activate into the head and shoulders. Remove the strap from the back of your neck, back of your head, sorry. Take the strap to the side. Give your knee a little squeeze. Draw the right knee in as well. Place your hands on your knees. And inhale, draw the knees into the chest and press them up out to the armpits. And exhale, press them away. So doing nice big circles. Inhale together and out. Exhale down and away and then together. Nice isolated movements here. And then you can have your hands on your shins, rocking side to side. Excuse me. And then slowly place your hands underneath your knees and just gently rock backwards and forwards. Get 3 rock and rolls in, giving the spine a little massage. And coming up onto your sit bones. We're coming into seated butterfly. Place the soles of the feet together. Make a nice wide diamond shape. So it's not heels super close to the groin like we would do in an active class. And then you're going to get your blocks. You can use your bolster as well. So I'm going to just show you with the blocks. We're going to come into a forward fold. So it's a great hip opener. We're going to do some hip stuff today. You know, it's great for the surfing, just lubricate for your mobility. So maybe you want to stack your blocks like so, like this. Sometimes people like to place the blocks on their feet. Another alternative, each to their own here. You can have the bolster in front of you. Maybe you want to just have your arms around it and just rest your head down. So we're going to find our forward folds. I'm just going to demonstrate with this now because I have it in front of me, but it really doesn't matter. So I want you to press your sit bones down into the ground, lift the spine up, soften the shoulders, take a deep breath in, close your eyes. And you're going to lean forward with the chest, start to tuck the chin, and you can round the spine here and come into your forward fold. You can have your hands holding onto your block. You can have your hands holding onto the bolster. Or if you want, you can simply have your arms in front of you with the palms facing up in a lovely receiving gesture. Slowly releasing your back, your thighs, your groin. It's just surrendering slowly into this stretch. Softening. So rather than moving away from any sensations that you might be feeling, really just surrender to it, breathe into it. Sometimes the deepest releases come when we stop asking the body to change. Just let your muscles slowly relax, using gravity as your tool to draw you down as opposed to activating into the body. Notice what's being released in the silence, in the stillness. Notice where the mind wants to distract us. All of a sudden we have a mosquito we think that's on us, or we need to adjust our clothing or fidget with our fingers. Breathing deep, inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Slowly start to come up. Remove your blocks. You're going to grab your bolster, place it underneath you in your seated position. You're going to take your feet wide. It's going to be a deep shoulder stretch here. So you can do this one arm at a time or both together. Taking your right arm first, internally rotating at the shoulder and placing the hand behind you. You're going to lean forward and you're going to place the elbow on the inside of the thigh or the knee. If you don't feel comfortable doing this, you can always use the hand to hold it. If you want to do both at the same time, you can, by taking the other arm behind you. Yeah, it's a really spicy one. So just know that you don't have to be all the way behind your back. It can be just resting. It's a big shoulder stretch, and it opens up the thighs. So you can hold, so I'll tell you when we're halfway, so you can swap your arms if you're doing one at a time. So you can close your eyes here, soften your chin. And notice any resistance that comes up. It's very easy to start to tell ourselves that we can't do it, or to start to be frustrated if we're quite, if we're overachievers, or think, oh, this feels really awkward, or I don't like it. And that's so fine to feel that. Just notice that that's how you're feeling. Because all we're doing in this moment is we're moving in the body into a shape. And observe anything that comes up, any self-criticism or judgment. Because, well, why judge ourselves for stretching the body in a certain way? Why put these expectations on ourselves? Notice where there might be holding going on right now, maybe in the hips or the shoulders. You can even soften the neck. Just let it hang heavy if you want. You are exactly where you're meant to be in this moment. Finding your edge in the yin is part of this magic. There's a process. You get into the shape, you find your edge, and you sit on that edge, and the magic then comes in the stillness on that edge. That's when all the character building stuff starts to happen. And slowly release. You might want to take your wrists together and roll out your hands by interlocking your fingers. See what feels good. If you want to take the knees from side to side, you can. We're actually going to come off the bolster and do that because we're going to come into deer pose. So taking your feet wide, soles of the feet down, you're going to take the knees over to the left-hand side, twisting towards the back of the room. And then inhale to center. Exhale over to the right, taking the hands behind you, lifting up the spine. Find that really nice release. And now everybody's staying where you are. Just adjust your feet slightly. So you're going to turn towards the right side of the room and adjust your feet so you're at 90-90. So if you have props and things in the way, please move them. Your legs should be at 90-90, so the heel isn't towards the thigh. So you're at an angle, 90 degrees from the hip to the knee to the ankle. So spread out, take this way. So notice if the heel's close to your glute. Taking your bolster or blocks or whatever in front of you. We're going to come into a forward fold over your right shin. So sitting up tall. Prepare your bolsters and your blocks if you need to. And then when you're ready, start to come down. This is a great action for hip mobility, guys. So placing your forehead down on the bolster or on the ground if that's accessible. Melting into this posture. And maybe the knee is lifted slightly. You know, embrace the discomfort. Easier said than done, I know sometimes, but just know that the discomfort that you feel, that it's not your enemy. There's a wisdom in the sensations that you feel. There's a wisdom in all of it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So when we start to learn that that discomfort is actually our friend, it's our teacher, it's not our enemy, it shifts that narrative. It's like I was saying to some of you the other day, if we say to ourselves, I always have tight shoulders, then you're always going to have tight shoulders. If you say, I'm releasing my shoulders, I'm releasing my hips, then it's a complete narrative shift internally and externally. So if you say things like, I don't like this, my right hip is always sore, this is my bad side, then yeah, that's what those things are going to be. But if you reframe it going, okay, well, instead of saying this is my bad side, you say, okay, well, this is the side that needs a bit more love, a bit more attention. That's the awareness that you're drawing into that internal environment. And that simple shift, I promise, is life-changing. It's body-changing for sure. Breathing deep into your body right now. Your body is loving you. Even if maybe this is challenging, you will feel these benefits. We stay in the postures for over 90 seconds to get into that connective tissue, the fiber optics. Slowly start to come up. We're going to go to the other side, so you might want to come to the center first as you inhale, and then mindfully move your bolster that way. Taking the knees over to your left. Check your alignment first. You know, you might need to shimmy on the mat a little bit so that your ankle's a bit more comfortable. Sit up tall first, find the space, and then find your forward fold when you're ready. There's no rush. Let me come. Oh my God.
Thank you.
It's like CrossFit and yoga, yin yoga at the same time. Do you want a bolster? You're fine? Okay. Do you want some help? Yeah? So, how do you feel? Because at the moment you're very on your side. How are you able to sit up a little bit more? I was going to say that what you can do is you can place a block underneath you here to just find a bit of support. I don't know the dynamics of your knee.
Yeah, this side isn't bad.
And you want to face over. So rather than leaning to the left, you want to be sitting up a bit taller. Yeah.
This side's a lot easier. The other is
Okay.
not really possible.
Yeah, I feel like that's a much better. And can you bring this foot a little bit out, further out? Yeah, there we go. So you're going to feel that deep hip open. There we go. How's that?
I feel it.
You feel it? I'm going to just give you one more thing here. I'm just going to put this under your head and just get a bit more. I know they're not super soft. Well, hang on. Let me get your bolster. Yeah. Move those blocks for me. There you go. So you have a bit more support. The bolsters, the blocks are there to help us. It's not an ego thing. I always say this, your ego is not your amigo. So feel supported, feel that you're being held. Breathe. The body's speaking in sensations right now. It's its own language. It's the language of energy. So it's up to you how you interpret that and how you listen. So let these moments be that quiet observation. Yin really teaches us that, shifts, changes, reshaping happens slowly. It happens over time. It's like a rock in the river, right? There's a boulder there that might be a challenge, but over time the water is going over and going over and going over, and then this rock becomes this beautiful smooth stone. Same as the stones on the beach, they started off as rocks and they get smoothed out into these beautiful pebbles, which eventually become sand, fine grains of soft sand. And that's how we observe and how we move through the challenges in our life. The more we face, the more we can acclimatize them. It's about building strength, but also a softness around that, a resilience, yet an openness, a vulnerability. Slowly start to come up. Take your knees to the center. You can just give them a little shake. See how that feels. Okay, crossing over the shins, facing the front of the mat. You're gonna set up your bolster and your blocks. So place them lengthways. You might wanna have your blocks on top. This is gonna depend on your hip mobility. If you have sensitive knees, let me know, and there's, you're actually right next to the mats there, the knee, what are they called, knee pads? Okay, come into tabletop position. Soften your belly, lift your gaze, come into cow, stay here. Exhale, soften. Feel the decompression of your upper thoracic. Stay for the inhale, in cow. One more exhale, in cow. Inhale. Now exhale, round the spine for cat. Tuck the tailbone, round the spine, let the chin be tucked. Head comes down. Stay here for the inhale. Stay here for your exhale. Neutralize your spine. Taking your right hand underneath the back of the right knee and drawing that right foot to the outside of the right hand. Dragon pose. This might be where you stay on your hands. Maybe this is already too much and you want to place your hands on the bolster, the blocks. Maybe you want to come down. So this is where different options happen. Maybe you want to place your forearms on the blocks. Maybe you want to place your forearms on the bolster. So this is the reason we have the bolster there, to find the right height for you. Maybe, and what I really like to encourage, if it's accessible, is to place your forehead on something. So maybe it's a block, maybe it's the bolster. But just remember, we're going to be here for 4 minutes, so don't go 80%. Make it sustainable. It's better to go 40%, and maybe then you find the space if you feel like you then want to go deeper. Don't rush for the depth. Slowly, slowly, that is the concept of yin. Okay. I want you to untuck your back toe, and I want this foot to be here. Yeah. Can you untuck this toe, or are you doing it to support your knee? If you need a knee pad, that's the bad leg, right? If you need a knee pad, like, do you need one? Yep, let me get it. Okay. So remember, comparison is the thief of joy here. So do what's right for you. I'm just going to lift this up here. Let's go here, because your head is like, there we go. This is definitely going to be a boulder in a river right now for you. Use your breath to smooth through the sensations. Be like water. Whatever's coming up, observe it and let it go. Just like clouds in the sky, it's going to pass. The only thing that's consistent in life is change. So this is not only going to be temporary. Just allow the time to do its quiet work. And see if you can just stay present for that unfolding. A few more long, deep breaths. Let the time be your friend, be your ally, instead of something that you're trying to move through or push through. Slowly start to come up. You're going to shift, place your hands down on the mat first. You're going to shift your weight back. Extend into that right leg. And maybe you just want to slowly move back and forth. Just be mindful of the sensations in your hip now. So be kind to your hip. Then place your hands down. Take that right knee back and just do some gentle circles with that right hip. Just sending fluid, sending blood into the spaces that you've created, sending breath there. You can always do circles with your hips, with your knees down. Maybe you're going to really notice how one side feels a lot more open than the other right now. But lucky you, we're doing the other side now. Take your left hand underneath your left knee. Step that left foot forward. Okay. So, find your space. So maybe this is your more challenging side. Maybe this is a side that you know is your preferred side. But again, that doesn't mean you need to push further. Find your position. Again, if you can have your forehead resting on the block, I really encourage it. It's really an act of grounding so that you feel the grounding of your feet, you feel the grounding of your hands or your forearms, you feel your knee, you feel maybe the top of your foot, excuse me, and you feel your third eye. Allow it to be an intentional act of surrender. Feel the support of the earth beneath you. And just allow yourself to settle deeper with every breath. Rooting yourself down through whatever part of you is touching the ground. And feel yourself connected not just to the mat, but deep into the soil, deep into Mother Earth. Whilst you breathe in the fresh air that she provides, whilst you listen to the sounds of nature, feel yourself growing your roots into her nutrient-dense soil. The stability begins when we allow ourselves to be held. Using your breath to find space in the resistance that you might be feeling. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Just let go of your effort. Let the jaw relax, let the forehead relax. Notice if you're squinting your eyes, or soften your eye sockets, relax the tongue. Maybe lick your lips. Notice, sometimes we're holding our jaw, we don't even know it, especially when we start to work on the groin and the hips area, because the fascia of the hips are directly connected to the jaw. Yin is really an it's an invitation to just do less. Just allow yourself to receive. You're going to start to slowly come up onto your hands. Remove props to the side for a moment. And very, very slowly shift the weight back, extending the leg. Maybe moving slightly. So we're gradually just adapting to the sensations in the hip. Notice the echo of the posture. And then take the left knee back underneath the left hip, stacking the hands so that you're in tabletop, and then do a nice couple of big circles with that left knee rotating at the hip, feeling it. Do anything you like. If you feel like you need to stretch the leg, stretch the leg. And then slowly shift into tabletop, moving the hips in circles. And then we're going to shift our weight onto our shins, cross over them, come onto our sit bones, extend the legs in front of us. Taking our bolster, sliding it under our knees, but high up, sort of closer towards the glutes. Make our way down onto our backs. Spread the legs nice and wide, the feet flop open. Soften the shoulders away from the ears, draw the shoulder blades together. Palms face up, arms are by your side. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in through the nose for 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top, sip a bit more air, sip a bit more air. Exhale through the mouth. One more deep breath in. Let it go. Allow yourself to rest in the quietness. Allow yourself to feel supported. Start to slowly come back into your bodies. Wiggling your fingers, your toes. You can even take your arms up above your head if you like. Give yourself a nice big stretch. When you're ready, you can slowly roll over onto your right side. Making a little pillow with your arm, going into the fetal position. When you're ready, you can slowly make your way up to a comfortable seated position. I invite you to have your hands at your heart center. Just feeling your sit bones grounding you down. Connected to a calmness, a stillness, an intention. Notice the space that you've created in the body. Notice the connection to all the sounds all around you and the sensations within you. Take a deep breath in, bow your head down. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you today. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Well done, everyone. So yin might be simple, but it's not necessarily easy. So well done.